This is step 4. I'm going to go in and make some refinements here. Remember, we drew a building pad. We arbitrarily placed it 10 feet below grade at an elevation of -10. It's selected here. It's blue. If I were to turn on some kind of shaded mode, you'd see this depression in the earth that corresponds to that building pad insertion in topography. Let's go back to hidden line. Let's go to our south elevation and place. We need the lowest point. There's the Earth topography surface. You can see it represented there. Where's our elevation markers? The trouble when there. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to select create similar. And where do I want to create this next one? Oh, how about here? We'll align these afterwards. So levels, this, wow, 28 feet below grade. So that needs to be minus 28 feet. Well, it's a little more than that, doesn't it? Let's put on wireframes so we see through the earth and see if these are labeled. Elevator machine room. So it looks like there is another level. Let's rename this and call it level sub B. Maybe we'll align it to the top of floor there. Good, 27.6, nice even number. Create similar. I'm going to need one for whatever this is. 16 feet above that one. Level sub C. So that's, we are done with our levels, and we want to set our building pad at minus 27.6. So let's go back to the other view that revealed building pad minus 27.6. Might as well set it to where exactly where it belongs. We're now ready to start drawing columns. We have the grid elements. Go to level 1. We need to rename some of these so they correspond, and we'll do that in the next lesson. Rather than start a new lesson, let's just go ahead and do it. Somebody looking at this may wish to understand how to conduct this conversion to Revit. Let's rename the grid line 1.4, I think that is. If we can have as its endpoint up here as well, if we simply click that end. So grid lines reveal themselves if you click endpoints. Is that 1.7? They also try it to self-align, which is kind of convenient sometimes. I'm just turning on the bubble ends so that they appear on top here. And now we've done all that. That should be C5, C.5. That's D. I don't know what this is. That's C, B. Those are all correct. Yes. Okay. Start drawing columns. We're going to draw the columns at the intersection of these grid lines. First have to know what size columns we're going to draw. Let's measure. It's tough to okay, so because that's slightly faceted, we're actually able to place that dimension. Revit needs something to click to snap to. So that's convenient. So we need columns 20-inch and a 24-inch. I'm going to go to architecture, column, and not structural. We're going to use the architectural because we're not doing any calculations. There is no column family loaded yet for a circular column, so we'll need to add them. Load family. Columns round. We have a 24-inch diameter, but we don't have a 20-inch. But let's go and place the 24-inch where we can. And before we do that, we're going to set our level at which we're going to draw the column. Constraint is invalid for the level. Oh, sorry. So we have a top constraint of level 2. And we're drawing on level 1. That's good. Okay. So we're going to place at the intersections. Hard to see what doing, oh, we're in wireframe. Let's go to hidden line. There's no easy mode. Two call, is this a two? No, that's a 20-inch. Okay. Let's edit type and duplicate and create our 20-inch diameter column. Inch. Okay. Constraints are going to be the same. On. There's an anomaly here because that's not, it isn't at the end. Well, maybe that's a grid line that I didn't identify, but we're going to place it where the where it's telling us the column appears anyway. We might be missing a grid line that's slightly oblique. Kind of satisfying mildly once you have things in place to place these things, knowing that they're going to be in the right location. If I accidentally draw two columns in the same place, we'll get an error. I'm going to try to do that deliberately. See, identical instances will result in double counting. Let's undo that, Control Z. Let's make sure that we didn't. That's it for columns. So may well be that some of this system here is load bearing because there are columns at the perimeter. There are two massive columns north of the stair system, which is rather unique, and nothing in here. Anyway, if I go to my 3D view, default 3D view, we can see that we have started, well, missing a column there. I don't recommend doing this usually. In the 3D view, let's go back to the plan. And that's where I was missing. There it is now. I'm going to stop here and then draw a floor slab and copy some of these column elements from floor to floor.